We did it, boss. We're back full bills. Yeah, I thought the police would get here faster than those slugs. Mafias are just too troublesome, so I'm moving on to better things. From this night forward, we are the crazy Alfred armed robbery family. That night, a huge crime would supposedly occur within City 23, so the police force was supposed to be mobilized according to the MP's orders. The station chief had mistakenly assumed about this robbery of Alfred's The station chief had mistakenly assumed that this robbery of Alfred's was what this was all about. Fuck. In the first place, MPs and the police sometimes have jurisdictions that overlap, so they aren't on the best of terms. Partly because of that, they had failed to achieve a mutual understanding. It was a painful misstep for Butler. Yeah, no fucking mess up. No fucking shit, dude. Why didn't he just say, hey, it's going to be, at Primavera. You can tell the MPs that they're not, under Caleb. Or, they'll run off to him. Maybe the grunts will. Just standard officers. MPs won't. Calm down, Captain. How long until the police reach Primavera? I'm having them very back, right now. Damn it. Why is it always me who... How many minutes, Captain? 2. 15. Richard, Cyrus. Yeah, I understand. Captain, please get them as fast as possible. Are you kidding? If they're 10 minutes late, that could be fatal for Primavera. I understand your impatience, but forget that feeling for now. We have our own job. But they have Cyrus there. He can buy them 10 minutes, even against pros. Trust your allies. The phone rang again. This time it was from their man from in the hotel. Caleb did a car? What is it, Rose? He says Caleb had a car brought to the back for the hotel. It sounds like he's planning to leave. That's actually perfect for us. We can shoot out the tires. We can just drive by him and absolutely light the fuck out of his car. Is that bastard going to the front lines himself? Or he could be planning to change hideouts. Either way, if he leaves the hotel, our arrangements for our little date will be ruined. Since we want to minimize casualties, we can't confront them outside. Yeah, you can. That's the whole fucking point of gang warfare. Drive-bys and shit. We have to confront them now. You just get in your car, drive past them, lower the windows. Don't lower the windows. Just shoot them. Pepper the car and keep driving. Enough of your warning. This is a war between me and Rose. How can you fall for such an obvious trap? Are you trying to throw away your life? I'll fight anyone who picks a fight with me. I'll never run away. Who cares if it's a trap? If they think they can kill me, I'd like to see them try. The guards had been chased out of the room. The only ones inside were Caleb, who was furiously trying to make a raid on Primavera, and Miguel, who was trying desperately to console him. That's enough out of you, Miguel. Out of the way. Ah. Caleb's thick arm easily grabbed Miguel by the collar and threw him against the wall. Hell yeah, brother. Kill him. The angle must have been bad, since Miguel slammed his head and curled up into a ball, moaning. Apparently, even Caleb realized he had gone too far, and his fury subsided for a moment. Broke his neck, killed him. Hell yes. Miguel suddenly stood up and walked determinedly toward Caleb. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you so hard. Before he even finished speaking, Miguel slapped him on the face. Ow! What the... Hey, stop it! Unable to bear it, Caleb shrank back and covered his face, but Miguel kept slapping him over and over. For a while, the sound of slapping rang out throughout the room. Eventually, the slapping stopped, and Caleb cautiously lowered his arms from his face. When he did, he saw Miguel hanging his head, shaking, tears pouring from his eyes. Miguel? Stupid Caleb. Stupid! You liar, you big liar! I won't argue about being stupid, but how can you call me a liar? No, you really are a stupid liar. You want to die, don't you? You want to die. You want a place to die, don't you? That's why you're happily going out, hoping to die while looking cool, right? Don't think I don't know. But you know what? It's a club for ladies of the evening where you want to die. Are you satisfied with that? Is that really good enough for your death? Really? Where else would it be better to die? In the fucking street? You promised, didn't you? Didn't you? And I was so happy. Stupid Caleb, I can't stand you anymore. Just go and die alone. As Miguel turned and tried to leave, his body was held by two thick arms. Let go, stupid. Go by yourself. Go on, go. Miguel, forgive me. That's right, I did promise you. I got too fired up. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Are you really sorry? Do you admit you're wrong? If you really do, then sit down on the floor. Okay. I'll go fucking sit on the floor. Caleb's massive body meekly sat itself down in the Seiza position in front of Miguel's relatively slender form. It was like a scene out of a fairy tale, like a young girl taming a massive demon. Listen up, Caleb. Primavera is no place for you to die. Yeah, that's right. There's no place for you and me to die. That's no place. You're going to teach the occupying forces a lesson. Then you're going to toss out all the money and slit you open your chest, right? That gives you the right to die before you're done. What gives you the right? You're free to abandon your war if you want to. However, my war only ever ended as part of your war. You're my only superior officer. I'll never forgive you if you give up the fight before ending my war. That's right. It's just as you say. Forgive me. Way too much has happened lately. Your heart's just a bit weakened now. You aren't calm at the moment. A way to die easily has suddenly appeared, and it was almost enough to make you lose hope. Anyway, just do what I tell you, got it? Yeah. That's yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, I get it. Guess I'm no match for you. Got it. This is all a trap that Rose and the others set up. We mustn't dance to their tune. Maurice's group will surely save Amanda, so just hang in there for now. True enough, with Maurice, there's no doubt about it. Is there? And doubt is there. Also, don't you think it's unmanly for a warrior to die in a place filled with women? Primavera isn't our place to die, and we won't be dying today either. Anyway, just leave things to me today. Yeah, fucking women. They stink. Miguel walked out in the hallway, Caleb behind him. Several bodyguards greeted him with an uneasy looks on their face. Did you get the car started? Yes, boss. Where are you pointing? We'll leave this place and move to a different hideout. I've just had a bad feeling all day. No, a feeling about this place. Miguel pushed Caleb into the elevator and the guards all got in too. I mean, we should, you know, stay at the bottom of the elevator and, like, the second the doors open, just light into it. Even the guards who were normally stationed in the spot around the clock. Let's give up on Tokyo for the time being. We'll cross the river and escape to Ichikawa. You telling me to go to lick Satomi's shoes? He wants City 23 too. Of the 3 nations we've got to choose from, better to lick a Japanese person's shoes. It's enough to make you cry. So it's so bad now I'm not even free to die. No, you aren't. For now, stay quiet and do as I say. Open up fire. Please. As the elevator door opened and they walked out into the hall lobby, Caleb suddenly tapped Miguel on the shoulder. Huh? What is it? Looks like they never were planning to invite me over to play. Get back, I've guessed. Huh? His head must have been filled with thoughts about Caleb. To think that someone as sensitive as Miguel would fail to notice them walking straight towards them from across the lobby. Rose Ibara and Caleb at Kirigi. The time had come for the 2 people fighting for the throne of C-23's underworld to face off. Rose had Leo and Wayne behind her, while Caleb had Miguel and his guards behind them. They slowly walked towards each other. I'm sorry. Like, this is a fucking gang war. There's no talking. There's just death. The dude dies. That's just how fucking gangs do it. You're not gonna, like, handshake, say like, you know, best person wins. Then with a suitable gap between them, they stopped and faced each other. If this were the era of swords, they would surely have stood with about 2 meters apart. However, in the era of guns, the gap had grown to 20 meters. Even so, for these people fighting for the throne in the underworld, it was certainly close enough. Hey Rose, long time no see. How you been doing? How about you? Oh, you know, I'm already at this age. Amanda is safe. I see, thank you. Don't tell me you came here just to say that. We share the bond of having declared war on each other. That's right, we are in a war. Why do we have to fight? Both of us are after the same thing, aren't we? Yeah, but we don't believe in, like, killing everyone in the way to do it. Just because you want to help a very specific subclass of Japanese people, while Rose doesn't. No, our methods are very different. Your methods are misguided. Because of them, many of our countrymen have suffered. I wanted to save our countrymen as quickly as possible. You were too hasty, so you weren't able to save anyone. So, are you saying you can do anything about it? I am. My methods will save and guide our countrymen. A good answer. So what will you do? I have a 19-point power slide PowerPoint. Let's go over each one in hyper detail. I'll take control of the City 23 Underworld. Oh. I'll bear the brunt to protect our countrymen so I can show that I'm prepared to get my hands dirty for the sake of our country. You realize that the Underworld's filled with nothing but snakes, right? Even with the people helping you, like Butler and Meiju, are all bastards. All of them think of nothing but themselves. They're only helping you for now because it helps further their own aims. That's what they're all like. If only you really could protect your countrymen by sucking up to people like Butler and Lee. Sure, I understand. The captain and Lee are taking my side because it's convenient for their respective camps. Did you think of the lady of an evening like me would fail to notice that? The occupying forces were spurring on Rose's group to make everyone forget about the large sum of money they received from Caleb. Chinatown was planning to strengthen its influence in City 23 by nominating Rose as its new ruler after Caleb. Rose understood all of this. The world of ladies of the evening is filled with people plotting, gossiping, and acting friendly when the person in question is nearby. Not as. A world filled with snakes is only natural. Did you really think that I, someone who is after all the madam, wouldn't know that? You've gotten tough, Rose. The times changed the moment the war ended. In the next era, Japan will have to live in the gap between America and China, trying to get along with both sides. If we stand in opposition to both sides, or even if we try to curry favor with just one side, we'll eventually be crushed. Just like you. And you think you can protect Japan, protect your homeland for your countrymen while wedged between these two sides. I will do it. And you think you have the aptitude to do it? I don't know. No, I don't have the arrogance to claim that I do. But now, I have to do it. When someone more talented than me appears, I'll pass on the title of Madam to them. So in the same way, I want you to step down from your position and hand it over to me. You telling me to retire? That's right. Ha ha ha. Doesn't sound so bad. I reckon I've been feeling worn out lately. It'd be nice to push everything onto you and retire. In that case, I'd better give you a farewell present. Caleb. Criminal Underworld's world of men. You can't just hand the crown over to someone else like a king. You need a legend, or how you took the top seat in this town in my own, in my place. Isn't that it, Leo? Leo and Wayne, who had been standing behind Rose, stepped in front of her. At the same time, Miguel and the guard stepped in front of Caleb. I want to entrust this city to my boss. Here I say that Rose is more fitting for that job than I am. Yeah, that's right. Why? Let's hear what you have to say. Because we're soldiers. We can fight according to someone else's orders, but we can't create a cause worth fighting for. You're saying I've been overambitious, trying to surpass my limits? That's right, so now you can relax. Fuck you. Ha ha. Caleb, get to the elevator while we stall them. Barricade yourself in the suite floor and buy time until we can call for reinforcements. Since they had bumped into each other in the lobby, Miguel guessed that they had support waiting behind the hotel. If so, they had been stuck in a dead end, but going back to the suite floor holding up until support came was their best option. I'll do that. It's not right for a king to throw away his throne and stagger around. Caleb, is it really necessary for us to fight? Told you, it's a parting gift. Instead of the Battle of Okizama, there will be the surprise attack of Belton Plaza Hotel. A new legend of how Rose, Madame Rose, personally defeated the tyrant Father Caleb and took the throne of the underworld for herself. If you take that legend as a crown, then even the opportunist among the bosses will know who their new king is. Queen, but okay. If Caleb resigned easily, it would probably cause uprising among the powerful bosses, over who would become his successor. However, if there was a proper ceremony to mark the transfer of kingship, those bosses wouldn't be able to complain. In the criminal underworld, a change of kings would never end except with the scent of blood and gun smoke. We're coming, Caleb. Be my guest, Leo Shishigame. Caleb, run to the elevator on my signal. Like we'd let you get away. You owe us too much, though you haven't paid back. Hey there, Wayne. I didn't realize you were even here. All the other actors were just so much more impressive. Bastard. Fuck you. I understand, Caleb. That's what I came here prepared to do. Perfect. It's a great expression you've got on your face. Just like my dead wife. The elevator, which had been summoned by one of the guards, pushing the button without turning around, slowly approached floor 1. The display showing its progress. It looked like an hourglass, or maybe a fuse. Both Leo's group and Miguel's group, a sweat on their foreheads, tried to measure the amount of the proper moment to pull out their weapons. Though swords had been replaced by guns, the careful way of measuring distance remained unchanged in duels between men. Slowly, slowly, the elevator approached. Oh, hello. What? What's going on? An explosion rang out and Primavera shook. Dust fell from the ceiling. Meryl, let's give up this place and retreat to the main hall. Huh? Wait, why? The enemy's getting in, aren't they? Just do what I tell you. Go. The employee side door the enemy had blown up was near the rear entrance. So Stella, who was guarding the back door, understood what was going on. Huh. What happened? The side door's been blown up. Let's abandon the spot and retreat to the main hall quickly. Cyrus had already anticipated this turn of events and had given the orders to retreat to the main hall immediately if something happened. The side door, which was now billowing smoke, had once been sealed with pieces of wood, but the explosion had knocked it down. When Stella saw enemies through the smoke trying to sneak in, she yelled even louder. They're inside! Everyone retreat to the main hall now, quick! Alright, we got it. We've opened up a hole in their guts. In her guts. Get this stuff out of the way. Start shooting. Don't panic. We prepared for this. We're moving to the second stage of the plan. Come on, everyone, to your post. Hey, when will the police get here? Aren't they here yet? Why aren't they here yet? It's nothing new for our customers to show up late, right? Listen up, okay? This is a crucial moment, everyone. If you don't want to die, fight. Amanda, we're counting on your legendary acting skills. I'm glad to hear it. Who would have guessed that I'd spend my last days madam acting on a stage? However, I'm not confident my little play will work on Maurice. Okay, undercover, undercover, don't stick your heads out. It's just like I keep telling you, don't worry about hitting anyone. Just keep firing in the enemy's general direction. That'll be enough to buy us time. Do that, and you'll also be safe. Primavera's forces hit off the sides of the stage in the main hall, appearing to shoot at anyone who came in. Preparing to shoot. Only Richard and Amanda, the former pointing a gun at the latter, were waiting for them in the center of the stage. Just as Amanda said, it looked like a scene from the middle of a play. Gonna think of it, ad-libbing wasn't your strong point, was it? No, I have to keep it up for more than 10 minutes. Pardon me, but could someone get me a cue card? Maurice is a ruthless man. If we find out that negotiations are going to work, run off the side of the stage as quick as you can. We'll cover you. Things would quickly erupt in a flurry of action. The enemies pouring in through the front, back, and side entries advanced cautiously on the lookout for surprises. Then they saw that Primavera's forces were camped out on the stage of the main hall. They moved to their positions cautiously under cover. So they're finally showing themselves. Maurice Monobe! Cyrus Imura, is it? Didn't want to have to go up against you. Maurice, welcome to Primavera. Maurice, stop! Richard's going to shoot me. I believe the father ordered you to see that she didn't get hurt, correct? Please listen to him. Just stop that. You're hurting me. He wasn't actually doing anything that would hurt her. Richard couldn't help but be impressed by Amanda's passionate performance. Maurice, you know it's just about over for you. All anyway. Caleb made too many enemies. Maybe. Never thought I'd find myself pushed into the middle of another world war. If you just put down your gun, it should be possible for us to offer you an attractive proposition. Please, Maurice, listen to him. I don't want to be killed. What a shameless act. It's obvious you're trying to buy time. It was hard to tell if it was before or after he finished speaking. Maurice pulled the trigger without hesitation. A bright red splash shot into the air, and Amanda curled up, groaning. Everyone shoot! Give him cover! Just fucking shot her. What the fuck? Richard, Amanda, this way, quick! You alright, Amanda? Were you shot in the side? What an incredible amount of blood. I'd like to think it's just scraped me. I'll be fine. Protect the girls. Blech. Such a shame I never accepted Amanda, Madam Amanda. Ever since Caleb took her as his woman, he's lost his guts. Women are a plague. Yeah, dude. Women suck. No one knew if these were his true feelings or whether this was just an act to make it clear the hostage taking wouldn't work. No, I feel like he just does. Okay. Like, there's just a huge current of all these dudes just hate women. What do you mean if it was an act or not? Of course it's not an act. Either way, Richard and Amanda's attempt to buy time failed after only a few dozen seconds. 7:49 p.m. At two locations in City 23, the curtains were drawn on gunfights that would determine the city's future. Fucking police. Fire! The elevator reached its destination. Its chime became the signal for the duel to start. Music. The men's handguns all spat fire at once, and they all jumped behind cover as though thrown there by an explosion. The sounds of gunfire, breaking glass, and the screams of the lobby attendants filled the room with chaos. The curtain was opening on the legendary Primavera Belton Plaza Hotel gunfight. Oh my god. I fucking hit between the cards. I hate myself. That was the worst. Thank God, like, defense isn't, like, the worst. Unless you fucking miss one like that. Stop having him, like, on the fucking opposite side, you piece of shit. Oh, hey, Caleb. Oh, he's still over here? God damn it. So bad. Only because, again, opposite sides and doesn't register sometimes. Now that's a surprise. Where'd you learn to shoot, Madam Rose? I was taught directly by Leo. You trained you well. You got talent and your instructor does too. Why doesn't that interjective boy over there try learning a bit from Leo? Shut the fuck up. I was his first pupil. You must adore him so much. How did you know? He's our biggest Moe character. First I've heard of it. More importantly, why don't you all die? Wayne, you've learned, you're leaning out too much. Remember what you've learned. We learned. Rose over here is gonna fucking take names. Absolute fucking queen. How doesn't he have more guards, by the way? Like, I would have assumed like 8 or something. That one was actually really fucking close. Oh, wait. Oh, transition. Which one of the women could have imagined they would be in a gunfight inside Primavera? None of them could have predicted that the same room that once held the captain's dance party would be filled with a hail of bullets. Well, even then, we were an inch away from having all of Primavera blow up. This city is way too thrilling for a girl. I think I've had enough. Let's go, Maurice. This time it's your turn. Time for the grand opening of Primavera Reborn. Please fucking kill him, Cyrus. I want Cyrus to get a fucking body count here. He's too fucking cool not to. Hey, I finally could give more than 3. Feels good. Let's calm down, dude. I wish your like offense was like the exact same as defense, and you just had to like go over it. It'd make it so much fucking easier. Get out of here. As they covered Caleb through the vicious gunfight, Miguel's group ran into the elevator. Close the door quickly! Once we got to the top, we got plenty of weapons. What's the end of this fight up there? Rose, Leo, and you, who was that guy again? He's Wayne. Try not to forget it. That's no need! Leo! It'll be a pain if they get away. I'd like to finish this here. Don't overstretch yourself. If we take refuge on the suite floor, that'll minimize civilian casualties. One after another, Wayne's bullets left holes in the closing elevator door. I mean, he would go straight through it. However, in the same moment the door closed, and Caleb's elevator began to rise. We'll use the stairs. We'd be trapped like rats in the elevator. Yep, that's what I was thinking. By the way, which is the suite floor? It's supposed to be this 14th. Lucky us. Good thing that isn't the Empire State Hotel. Nice, man. Maurice, a man even Caleb would take his hat off to, was extremely talented as a commander in a gunfight. They threaded their way through the cover of chairs and tables, making good use of cover fire, as they gradually cut the distance between themselves and the stage. As far as defending against an enemy with a limited angle of attack went, even the random shots by women unused to firearms had a significant effect. However, in a wide open space like the main hall, this had hardly any effect at all. Richard and some of the women headed off the side of the stage, grabbing the empty gun Cyrus group through them and reloading. Ow, it burned. And I broke a nail too! If you got time to whine, then whine about that. Keep on reloading. Cyrus, here's the next one. Fire at will. Need a reload on this one next. Looks like we got a scramble in the hall and the kitchen to keep up with the party, eh? Haven't you filled up that big eater of Merrill's yet? Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. Ready to roar again. Merrill and I laid down a barrage. Stella pinned down that sniper Maurice hiding behind the counter. Got it. If their commander can't stick his face out to look, that could buy us some time. Or you could fucking take his head off. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's showtime.